subscribe. It takes a couple seconds. Hit the notification bell and hit the like button as well.
Yeah, and also true about that, like Facebook reps, they don't really know all that. Like she was telling me, she just switched from like beginner drop shippers to like kind of like what I'm at, like in the somewhat some successful, I guess you call it. She said you actually make it profit relative to the new previous one I was at. She said I like better working with you guys. So in theory, I don't think she has a lot of experience relative to whatever's like making us money at this point. But in theory, like I'll take advice from her because it's kind of good to have that connection just in case something doesn't go right with a BM or anything. So I could just hit her up accordingly, right?
Was definitely keep communicating with her for the main
Hmm.
purpose of her being able to back you up or fish you out of any bans or situations with the Facebook.
Got it. And also, she's the one who helped me with the getting accurate data, like the verifying everything, like the domain and on the website, and then setting up the aggregated event measurements. So I think like it's beneficial in that way on the things that I don't really pay attention to. They pay attention to, and that'll help me on that, right?
You can, like literally, have you asked her about the breakdowns not working?
No, I actually haven't because I haven't talked to her in a minute. I'm gonna ask her because I'm meeting on Thursday with her, so I'll ask her that on that day.
Awesome, that'd be perfect.
Got it. All right. Any other questions? I think the other question I really have is about scaling. I know I haven't been really looking at everything consistently, not paying attention, like putting my 100% in there, to be honest. To scale consistently, obviously following the KPIs that we set and then kind of breaking them past to up to break even in a way, or even like like a 0.5 that we set at. So how do we scale consistently from that to a little bit higher? Because my one of my assets, like I go up to 80 and then I scaled up to 160, but at 160 it started being unprofitable and then I dropped it down to 80 and it became kind of like unprofitable. Then I dropped down 40, it's working really good, and I put it up to 80 again and started doing good. So I know we go up to like the whatever we could and then we duplicate it and move it into CBO and stuff like that. How could we do that with like assets like those? Like what's the strategy behind that?
Awesome. I've just like came up with a new metaphor for scaling consistently. So scaling consistently is like building a pyramid. You sort of have at the bottom will be a bunch of low budget, and as you go up, there'll probably be like one ad set that has like $500 a day, two ad sets at $250 a day, four ad sets at $125 a day, 10 ad sets that are like $50 a day. So this is like a pyramid. Now, what
Mm-hmm.
most people fall in the problem is they may have a bunch of low budgets and they'll have this weird pyramid where it's like literally a bunch of low budget and there's this one ad set that's really high budget and they don't have any other high budget ad sets. So when you build a pyramid that's that thin, it tends to topple and break, as you said. So
Mm-hmm.
what you need to do is if you know that you're going to get, if you know you literally say one in 20 ad sets perform really well, that means you know that you have to test 100 ad sets to get 5 that performs really well. So you have to go up from volume on testing. And I think I
Okay.
mentioned this before. So why people don't have consistency is because they build a pyramid that's not wide. The wider your pyramid, the more stable it is. People build
Mm-hmm.
pyramids that are really steep, where there's literally like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, like 5 profitable $5 ad sets,
Mm-hmm.
3 profitable $20 ad sets, and 1 ad set that is at 150. So of course that pyramid's going to
Okay.
topple because it's so narrow. And that's how you get
Mm-hmm. Got it. Because I remember we were talking kind of like similar into that previously as well. That's why I tested more $1 a day consistently, and then I stopped a while ago. So I course up those up, all of them kind of like in the same level, kind of like at the same time. So it's more wider and going up. Because previously I only had like remember though I think when I was scaling, only doing like 7 ad sets at like 80 or 100, 160 budget. So yeah, so that makes sense as well. I'll start testing according to the budget and profitability as well. Also, I've been researching a new product as well, so probably gonna launch that soon. And on the creative part as well, I have one asset that's like one that goes up to 160, then goes down to 180. So should I just test my creative like ad copy and all those things with that one, or should I find a different one that's doing good on a consistent level?
Um, hmm. Usually when I test creatives, I sort of just build like a brand new campaign, or like I
Hmm.
use something that's just brand new. And I would like test, like, for example, if one of your winning interests is like kids, I would like literally just have kids, I don't know, like 3 kid ad sets, testing different descriptions, then 3 kid ad sets, keeping the best description but testing 3 different headlines. And that's sort of how I'll go about it. And I wouldn't be picking best cost of purchase, since with these tests you won't be spending too much money. I'll be just picking the best one based on cost per click.
Okay, got it. And then based on clicks. Got it. That makes more sense. So like one of them will be like a control experiment in a way. You know, we do experiments, I guess. One will be the control variable, and the others will be the ones that I'm testing with the new stuff, right? And that way you could see what's doing better relative. Okay, that makes sense. So the original one, and that'll be a whole new campaign. Just writing that down. And other things. The other question I had was. Also for the when I was talking about rep, so you know the retargeting window, instead of 30 days or whatever it is, it's 7 days now. So I think probably that with my ad sets, I might like or duplicate it and put it to 7 days because that's what's working. They can't track the full 28 days. So do you think that's a good idea, or what's the theory behind that?
7 days would get you higher ROAS. 30 days would help you capture purchases that
Mhm.
would be less profitable, but that you'll be missing out on.
Got it. So just let it do its thing because I think currently I have it at like 180 days and just let that one run.
If you want, you can go the sort of technical route where you do 0 to 7 days, 7 to 30
Mhm.
days, 30 to 180, and segment it so you could get basically every single market.
Okay, every market. And then on this product, probably done almost like 50K in sales. Uh, Profit probably like 10 grand or so. But is it worth moving on to a new store and branding it, or should I just wait until I find a new product and do it that way? Like I brand this product, it would like the it niche and up all the upsells, or just wait on a new product I find for this general store, and then move this over and then scale that one on that. What's your theory behind that?
If you have spare time and you have to
Hmm.
put in like sweat and time into it, create a one product store and just test that separately with a new campaign. If you don't have time and sweat, then test a new product and find something that has more potential.
Got it. Because I know the store building and it's the cost can be higher as well because I'll be doing 2 stores with all the SMS emails and all that. So that's why I'm kind of like iffy about it. I'd rather just
What
ride
I'll
the
do
waves
for
for now.
one product store, I would create it without any apps. I'll just spend $30 a month for Shopify and keep the costs low. And if it's profitable and it works right out the gate, that's when I'll add in all those extra costs.
Got it. And then add the extra stuff. Just have it simple on that. Got it. Yeah, because I feel like with this product itself, it's very brandable. Because when I'm doing the ads and everything, people follow the Instagram page. People actually like the Facebook page itself, and they comment like, oh, like positive comments on the ads and everything. So I feel like the brandability of it is very up there, but just the time of like going out there and doing it. And I also have the usernames for most of what the brand is for almost all the social media except Instagram. So other than that, I think it's pretty good. Just the time will be the main factor of getting that done.
Exactly. I agree.
Yeah, I think that's it for right now. But I think more questions are done. Let me find them.
Awesome. Nathan, any other questions on your end?
Hey, bro, I just have one question, and I can probably answer it as well. Do you mind if I share my screen just real quick?
Yeah.
Legend. So it's just this latest product that I'm interested in. And it's on price point. I've seen, so it's this here. When I looked it up, I've seen people selling it for like 160, 170, like 120. I thought this was somewhere in the middle that it was okay, but I just wanted to just see your thoughts on that.
Yeah, I think going for the middle price is always the best. You can even go and just find the lowest price and match it. That's also good.
Yeah.
strategy.
So I think this is like sort of where they're at, like 137.
I think your pricing is actually pretty on point. You've definitely priced way cheaper, but that makes sense because those other stores, they probably have the product in stock and include shipping. So your cheaper pricing does work for drop shipping. And looking at your sort of results, it looks like $70 profit margin is really healthy. It's really good. You're getting cheap cost per clicks with the video that you put together. So this is something that might have potential because if you give Facebook $70 on one ad set, it's pretty hard for Facebook to not get you a purchase when you're giving them $70.
Yeah, for sure. No, awesome, man. No, I appreciate that. Cheers.
Awesome, guys. We appreciate you guys joining. These shorter calls, these smaller calls are good because you guys definitely get more one-on-one time. So thanks for joining, guys. I really appreciate it. Definitely lots of updates coming to the portal soon. We're building up version 2 of the portal. And yeah, keep me guys updated. And then I'm happy to see you guys killing it. We'll talk soon, guys. See you guys tomorrow, maybe. Peace.
Cheers, bro.
Right, thank you. We got what's the appropriate shipping time? Because I know there's some shippers out there that